Many of you who are management system professionals already would know what is the root cause analysis, because root cause analysis is very important to understand the root cause analysis for any management system, whether it is QMS, ISMS, environmental, whatever it is better to know that root cause analysis. Because 10.1 non-conformity, if there is a non-conformity, if there is an incident, it's always required to do a root cause of that, understand the root cause. The idea is that only if you understand the root cause, it can be completely removed. Otherwise, it will only be incidentally removed. It will keep recurring. That is what is the idea of that. Okay, what is the root cause analysis? Little bit more detail. Okay, what you see from any non-conformity is only a symptom of the problem. But there may be certain things which is not visible to you, which is under, you have to dig deeper to find the root cause. That is why it is called root cause. Okay. Don't just go by, for example, non-conformity is that, or incident is that the server has crashed. What you see on the face of it, why the server has crashed, hard disk has failed, or database has corrupted, it is only a symptom. Okay. The root cause you have to find out. The root cause could be that power has fluctuated. Whether because of power fluctuation, then only you will be able to fix that problem permanently. Then you can address on the UPS, you can address on the power supply. I'm just saying as an example. Always that is not necessarily the case all the time, but you have to dig deeper and find the root cause. Then only, otherwise server will keep crashing. Whatever you do. Okay, so that is what is the root cause. So definition of certain things, non-conformity. This is as per management system definitions. This you can see it in 27,000 also. Non-conformity is failure to fulfill a non-standard requirement. We keep saying non-conformance in an internal audit or external audit. The definition is there is a requirement which is stated in 27,001 2022 document, and what I'm seeing in practice is not meeting the requirement which is stated in the standards book. So it is a failure to meet the requirement is what is the non-conformity. Simple. Non-conformity can never be talked like it's good to have, it is nice to have, nothing like that. This is required and this is there and are not there. That's all the languages. Oh, this is not good. Sometimes some auditor, it is conforming or it can be taken as conformance, but is it a good practice? I don't know, but it is meeting. If it is meeting, it is not a non-conformity. That's all. Okay, if it is not meeting, that is why any audit, if it is not meeting, if you are putting as a non-conformity, you have to state what is the requirement and what is the finding and why is it not meeting. Auditor has to state that the requirement of A 5.23 states that this is what has to be there, and I'm finding this is there, and this is what is the non-conformity. Okay, failure to meet the standard requirement is not. It is not like it is poor. It is the best practice. It is not at all a good practice. Nothing like that. Okay, root cause is root of the multiple causes that could have created the non-conformity. The non-conformity could have been created because of different causes, but whatever the starting point, that is what is the root cause. The starting point which has created that non-conformity is what is the root cause. Unless you clear the starting point, the causes only you address it, it will keep recurring because the root is still there. The problem with the root is still there. The problem with the root is there, the tree will never grow. Okay. If you do anything else, correction, immediate action to address. Okay. First, you are fixing something that is only a correction, but you have to do the correction. It's not that you should not do the correction. For example, if there is a fire breaks out, you cannot say that I will not do anything. I will first identify why the fire has come, whether it has come because of old flammable material there or because somebody has smoked a cigarette, which he should not do. We cannot do those things, right? that is required. But first, you need to first extinguish the fire. That is the correction you need to first do it. So always any non-conformity or any incident, you have to first look at the correction first. That may not permanently cure. If you fire is there, if you put up the fire, immediately whatever you do, pour water or whatever it is, you quench the fire. Correction has been done, but that is not going to cure it completely. You have to find out why. Because somebody smoked cigarette and smoke detector did not operate properly. Nobody checked the smoke detector, or no detector was not at all installed also. So all those things are the causes and root causes. After you extinguishing the fire, don't think about root causes when the fire is spreading, right? So you have to first fix it and then start thinking about the root causes and fix the smoke detector or rectify the smoke detector or whatever it is. Put some signs saying that there's a no smoking area, whatever it is, that is the root cause and corrective action. Corrective action is the action to eliminate whatever the identified root cause. Only if you identify a root cause, and that action which will eliminate the root cause is what corrective action. This can be applied not only for non-conformity, this is a definition as per management science, but in a good management discipline, everywhere the root cause and corrective action corrections philosophy should be used. Then only you will be able to get a permanent cure. Okay, it can be applied anywhere, not necessarily only in ISO management system practice. Okay, action to eliminate the root cause of a detected non-conformity, that is called a corrective action. Okay, that is what people get confused between corrective action, preventive action. Whatever I see in reports also, they put correction. First of all, correction and corrective action will remain the same. Highly where for very remote cases only correction and corrective action will remain the same. Some cases possibly, because the correction itself fixes the root cause, then it can be the same. But normally it will not be. Okay. But corrective action and preventive action is completely different. That's why I highlighted in red. The action which will eliminate the root cause is corrective action. The action will eliminate the causes of a potential non-conformity. So corrective action is reactive, preventive action is proactive again. Corrective action is if the fire has broke out, then your root cause is because somebody smoked cigarette and put the stupid cigarette inside. That is the root cause, and fixing that root cause, for that fixing a smoke detector or giving this thing or putting tighter vigil, all the things are the corrective action. Same thing, you don't put it in a preventive action. Preventive action is, in the first place, fire itself has not broke out. If there is no fire breaks out, a part of risk assessment or a brainstorming, you think that what are all the possible scenarios in which fire can be affected. That is the big problem for us. We need to prevent it proactively. Then you take some action that is called preventive action. All the causes, that's why it is not a root cause method. Fire can come because some unnecessary packing material is kept inside. So preventive action is one, mostly preventive actions will be audits and assessments will be preventive actions normally, but you can know hard and fast rule. You can have anything else also. Anything which will proactively think these all possible, could be multiple also. Possible things, a non-conformity can arise or an incident can arise, and you address an action to eliminate all those causes, then it is called preventive action. Okay, there is a big difference between a corrective action and preventive action. Earlier standards, all management systems, not only ISO 27001, I think ever since I don't know when the thing, they have removed the references of preventive action in all management systems. Now the reference of preventive action is not there, meaning it is not mandatory to, but root cause and corrective action identifying for non-conformities is mandatory. Okay, but whereas preventive action is not mandatory. Earlier it used to be there. I think even in 2013 it is not there. So that means sometime after 2005, They removed it in all management systems, not only in 27,001. Non-conformities, you don't need to mandatorily put a preventive action. The idea is that as long as you put the corrective action, probably that is what ISO has thought. As long as you identify the root cause and put a corrective action, that should be sufficient to control that non-conformity. It is not mandatory, but you can still put it. Nobody will object if you are putting it. Continual improvement is the process to improve the maturity of the management system continually. Something today, tomorrow, something should be better. Something should be better day after tomorrow. Okay, that is what is continual improvement. If it is 1.1 today, 1 month down the line, it should be 1.2 at least. So that is what is continual improvement. 1% principle is what is the continual improvement in an ISO. Okay. It is also essential to show continual improvement. Okay. There has to be something to show continual improvement. Then only the management system practice is complying to the requirements. Okay. Because there is a requirement under 10.1 or 10.2. Anybody can tell which is continual improvement and which is Vinith would have showed you. Anybody remember which is non-conformity, which is continual improvement out of 10.1 and 10.2?
So 10.1 will be the continual improvement. So
10.1 is continual improvement. They have reversed it for whatever.
Yes.
10.2
will be the non-conformity.
Okay, very good. Right. Okay, an example is you go to the doctor. A good doctor. Okay, not saying all doctors. Okay, good doctor cannot treat on a symptom. You say, I'm getting headache. That is only a symptom. Okay, doctor has to find the root cause. Why the headache? Headache can come from multiple reasons. Okay, how do they? Yes, sorry. Getting frequent headache is only a symptom. Okay, you should not treat the symptom. That only a pharmacist only will treat the symptom. You go to a pharmacy, say I'm getting headache. Okay, take aspirin. That is not a treatment. Okay, it's not a good treatment. Okay, not likely to resolve the issue. Very unlikely. Probability is maybe 5% that the issue will go away. You'll keep getting frequent headache something. Okay, root cause can be identified with the help of interviews, questions, and diagnostic reports if it is required. You want to take the eye test, blood test, maybe possible like what many doctors do, CT scan and PET scan and everything. If there is a headache, if required, has to be done. But don't overdo. That is also a different thing. Okay, wherever required, if the root causes are not understood, efforts are wasted. There are different techniques to understand the root cause, how to do it. Simple and easiest technique is 5 whys. Very simple. That is what we use it. We don't get into this Pareto chart, fishbone, not required. But if you want, you can do it. There are multiple techniques available. 5 whys is given by Toyota, or it is initiated by Toyota, popularized by Toyota. A detailed listing on 5 whys is there in your kit folder. Additional information or case study folder, it is there how to do the 5 why. We will also do it now. Okay, 5 why analysis. First, ask why did it happen repeatedly until you cannot ask any more why. Then you would have found out the root cause. That is what Toyota has said. I try to extend it, say that why stop with the 5. Keep asking until Toyota has said that ask 5 times why and you will find the root cause. But I'm saying until it, even if it is 7 or 8 also, until you cannot ask any more why, then only you would have found the root cause. Okay, oh, okay, this is not animation. Okay, for example, saying poor quality service customer. So you are, say for example, assume that you are a 4-wheeler service company for a big brand, okay, BMW or something. That is what you are running now. Okay, there is a complaints from many customers that the service quality is very poor. They have not done proper job. It keeps breaking after the service. Issues keeps coming. Then what is the root cause for that? Immediately don't jump to some conclusion. Some guy who has done it is not good, or the service manager is not a poor job, he is not paying attention, so he has to be sacked. These are all the premature actions. That is what root cause analysis says. Don't do that. Ask 5 whys. First why is, why this poor quality complaint? Okay, ask the service department. Ask means not just ask and they say, oh, okay, is it what you are saying? Ask with the empirical evidences. Okay, that is what is the ask. Ask means I go and ask, they say, I have no problem, sir. The problem is with okay, then go, you will get circles only. You will go in. Normally, that is what will happen in many companies. They will say, no, the problem is with that department. That person said, no, the problem is with department. That is not what the Toyota said. Empirical with empirical evidence, say that why it is poor quality. Check everything, and find out that it is because most of the employees are overworking. They're working 12 hours in a day, and some employees have to extend the shifts. That is why they are not able to give the proper service. Okay. Why increase in work suddenly? What happened? That is the next question. Based on the answer, if the answer to the poor quality is overwork for the employees, then the next question is why overwork then? That is what is the 5 why. Because required number of resources are not there. I need, the service department head says, why are you putting employees to overwork then? Then he's saying that I need for the current load, current volume, number of services I do, I need 5 technicians, whereas I have only 3 technicians. So don't stop with that. What happened? Why are you not having 5 technicians? Why resources are not available? Then he says, what do? I take 5 technicians. Every month, 2 people keep resigning. And I end up with 3 only. Every month, 2 people are exiting. So I'm never getting 5 people I want. Okay. Why this happens suddenly? Next question. Why the people are resigning? Okay. See the way in which it is going from service quality problem, it has become the resource availability problem. Okay. I'm not saying that always it will be like that. The moment you say it has become HR problem, then Sandeep will start making a strike. Why are you saying all the time only HR is the problem? That is not the intention. Okay, that is not the intention. I'm saying you cannot assume. You have to understand the problem. For that, you have to get enough questions and answers. Okay, so not that don't mistake me that I'm IT person, so I blame all the time HR people only. That is not. I never do that. Okay, so why higher attrition? Because someone else has opened a service center nearby and they are poaching all my people. Okay. Then why are we not able to offer benchmark salary so that people don't go? Because we are not done proactively market compensation survey for more than in 1 year. So we are not able to give the market correction. Why market survey was not done? Because attrition percentage was not tracked. Nobody thought that it need to be done. Unless a problem comes, nobody wakes up. Why attrition was not tracked? We are coming only after the problem has become a major issue. Now we know that, otherwise nobody is making it as an issue to the HR team. And HR team is also not proactive enough to do that. Why it is not? Because it was not set as a quality objective at all. It is not in the metrics and measures. It's not in the QMS metrics and measures of HR team. HR team is not following QMS practice. They are not monitoring, measuring it every month. That is the advantage of metrics and measures. If you put a metrics and measures every month, attrition should be tracked and reported to the management. Somebody will question. That is what is the advantage of MRM. That is what is the advantage of metrics and measures. That is what is the advantage of internal audit. Purpose of all these things. But all these things are not being done. after the problem become a big issue, then only it is noticed. So after that, no more Y is possible. Is there any Y possible now? Okay, so it has taken instead of 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 has taken. Doesn't matter. If it taken 10 also, I don't mind. Okay. So a problem with the poor service for a four-wheeler, the root cause is not the parts, components, skill set of the employee. They need to be trained. These are all the off the cuff normal things people do. It's not because employees have not been trained. It's not because they are their skills are poor. Not because they are our recruitment strategy is not good. We are not getting the right people. Finally, we are identifying that it is because we are not tracking the attrition properly. Unless you fix that, this problem will keep coming. Even if you are training your employees, the same employees will be and the others will push off. Same employee is going to be there. Whatever you train, they will keep making mistakes because they keep doing overwork. The problem will continue. That is what is the idea of root cause analysis. Second example, I don't know whether you need to do that, but if you're interested, if a factory, if you are finding this, I took from somewhere. Okay, the first one is created by me. This I took from somewhere. Okay, so it was looking to be interesting, so that's why I took it. In a factory scenario, you see that suddenly you go and see that there is an oil drop in the floor. Then why are we wasting oil? We are unnecessarily wasting, etc., etc. Said, okay, sir. You first stage, you come and sweep it. Is it going to solve the problem? Oil is going to again drop. Then next stage, it says, oh, there is some, we found out, sir, everything we checked. There is one joint which is leaking. We go and put an araldite or M seal around it. That leak will stop. But next day come, again oil is dropping. Because you are not addressed the root cause. So how to address the root cause? Say why it is leaked. Then you do research analysis, troubleshooting, etc. We find that parts supplied in the last 1 month need frequent change. Why parts supplied in the last 1 month require change? Because you go to the purchase team, find out, etc., etc. Purchase team replied that we selected a person, vendor, based on a tender, and the tender, this vendor is quoted, and after changing the vendor, the problems are coming more. We say that have we checked this, mentioned the specification, have checked their credentials, have we found out their good parts, have we checked the quality criteria in that? Unfortunately, that is not been set in the tender, that has not been verified, evaluated. So the root causes here come because your quality specifications of the vendor management is what is the weakness here. Okay,